Today we have a very exciting Clash of Clans video. We have the second match in a best of 3 between Tribe Gaming and Team Queso, the two first professional teams in Clash of Clans, the two first teams to qualify into the World Championship Finals. We seen Team Queso come out in that first match and get Town Hall 12 3 stars again and again. And again, if you missed that first match, I will link it at the end of the video. Will Tribe Gaming get the victory and pull this one back, or will Team Queso win outright? Without further ado, guys, let's get into it. First up, we have Mudkey of Tribe Gaming trying to get the 3 stars. Now, Tribe have to win this war, otherwise Team Queso take the victory. Looks like he is starting with a P.E.K.K.A down at the bottom to create a funnel here. The Ice Golem trying to tank a little bit, slow down the Archer Tower, freezes the enemy king, and sneaks in a test wall breaker. Really like the Wizard on the west as well, just helping to create that funnel. And as we wait here, it looks like we are going to be wall breaking into the town hall and trying to sui that area. The P.E.K.K.A at the bottom creates a nice funnel, the king walks around the outside, and in comes the queen here, taking out the cannon, moving forward, and she is going to be able to snipe the town hall single-handedly. Pops that king's ability to try and press right the way around the outside, take that Archer Tower. Wall Wrecker comes in from the north of the base, queen takes down the town hall and that wizard tower, and it looks like at this point we've taken out the entire left-hand side of the base. That is going to control pathing of the hogs very nicely. Out comes Valkyries of the Wall Wrecker, but unfortunately they run the wrong way. They did not take out the queen, they did not take out the clan castle troops. Their tornado trap was not helpful there, so Tribe Gaming really not happy at this point. They wanted that enemy queen down, but the dragon in the CC is going to prove troublesome. The poison spell comes straight in here, just strips away the archers, allows the baby dragon to get onto the dragon in itself, has that enraged bonus or the enraged bonus in order to take that out, and the clan castle troops are now history. However, the enemy queen remains standing, and that could be an issue for Mudkey here as he comes in from each and every angle with the Hog Riders, trying to press them straight through the base. Uses 2 freeze spells early on as he knows that he might struggle for the 3 here with the queen alive. It was a heal spell, is stand corrected, but as we move through the base, the queen does a lot of damage onto the Hog Riders, tries to adapt with the Grand Warden's ability to make them invincible through that area. They get so much invincibility now thanks to that level 40 Grand Warden, but coming to the end of the attack, it is going to be approximately a 75%, might even sneak upwards of 80% 2-star here for Tribe Gaming. Now remember, in that first matchup, if you missed it, go ahead and watch it. Match number 1. Team Queso came out and got 4 Town Hall 12v12 triples out of the gates. So Tribe really need a 3-star here, but it is a 78% 2-star that starts them off. Team Queso coming straight back in here against Eve Maxi. Looks like they are charging forward with the Lava Loon. We've seen them use this in the first match and they were incredibly powerful with it, getting so many 3 stars. The baby dragon just helping to try and create the funnel for the queen, doing a quick king swap over on this area. We don't want the queen getting hung up on the enemy king, and delayed the healers until the air defense was down. Queen going to very easily take out that Giga Tesla, and in come the wall breakers to bust open that compartment and allow the queen straight into that area. Very nice coconut loon in order to take out the black air bomb, but the air skellies go to the queen, and with the lava hound popping and the lava pups there, that is going to be an incredible amount of damage onto the healers before the queen can take it down, not to mention the time that it took for the queen to turn and take that out. We've seen in the first match that there were time fails. Team Queso though only had 1 minute of this attack, and they are above 25%. Just waiting until the queen gets into the center of the base here, wants the enemy queen down, and also, if possible, the sweeper to help pathing of that Lalo, but starts with the stone slammer to try and get the multi. The queen is going in each and every direction, needs to hope that the jump spell does not become inactive, which it does not. Able to jump across, take out the enemy queen, and move on forward towards the Eagle artillery. We now have that Lalo in from the south of the base. Massive momentum gained here with so many balloons. Just waiting though until that middle section is down, because wants to try and bring some loons into the bottom here. Wants to try and snipe off some of these defenses if possible. Grand Warden's ability didn't quite catch the queen there. That would have been very much ideal if the archer queen had have been caught. She should have been able to take down that expo, but unfortunately has to press on here. Does have a wizard tower on the back end, still has that haste and the freeze spell, manages to catch a Tesla and archer tower at the same time there. A lot of balloons left, but that wizard tower could prove costly, as it is going to be the final defense that we come to. Tries to sneak a balloon in very quickly from the top of the base, so the timing is correct, and the wizard tower does indeed turn, but with the air skellies and all of that damage, it's not going to be enough. However, it is enough for Team Queso to go in the lead on percentage here, as they are going to get upwards of 90%. Now, as you've seen in the first match though, guys, it is going to all be about the 3 stars. The amount of 2 stars in percentage, whilst it might determine who wins the war, it's really going to be who gets them 3 stars, and it looks like Tribe Gaming are straight back in. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can get into the match. Okay, we are in, guys, and it looks like we have the Queen Charge coming through that right-hand side of the base with the Wall Wrecker to try and punch in towards the Town Hall. The P.E.K.K.A able to take out, or help to take out, that Tesla farm. The Wall Wrecker in now towards that Town Hall compartment. The Tornado Trap does pop, but that's probably a good thing that the Wall Wrecker has got as far as it needs to get. Then the Tornado Trap is done and dusted. The Lava Hound in the CC does mean that he's going to have to get through that before getting onto the Town Hall and using that poison spell to try and help. Can the Queen quickly get through the archers and onto the Town Hall? Might decide to press the ability here in order to take that down prior to popping the Lava Hound or switching to the Lava Hound. Oh, manages to get it. The healers just about saved there as well, because they were getting zapped from each and every angle. Needs 2 minions because he wants them lava pups down extremely quickly to protect the healers, and just about does that, but does have to then pop the ability. Miners come in here, but with only 1 minute or just over a minute remaining, we definitely are going to be pushed for time, but the Queen continues to stay alive. Look at this loon coming in from this area to try and help snipe that cannon. Not only is that going to help with taking out the defense and reducing the damage on the Queen, it's going to allow him to continue to clean up around the edge of the base. Didn't quite get that mortar down though, so trying to spread the troops around the base to help the miners and keep them in the core. They are slowly getting through the splash damage onto that multi. Now we have the heal spell as they come to the back end of the base. The Queen still alive, and with 35 seconds remaining, I think Eve Check might be onto a winner here. All of the cleanup troops are down. Everything presses forward. The Queen clutches it, and although we missed the start of the attack, we got to see the bulk of it, and how amazing that was for Tribe Gaming. Can they get it done? They wrap this attack up with all 3 stars. Evechek getting it done. Massive props to him. And it looks like they are well in the lead now. But we know the power of Team Queso. We know they can come back here. Are they going to get a 3-star and fight straight back? With that queen charge into Lava Loon, the queen starting off at the south. You can see with 5 wall breakers in the army composition how we could just be suing into that town hall, driving with the jump spell into that middle section. You can see the pathing now, guys. Once that is down, we can then lalo around the top. We don't have to deal with the sweepers. It does look good for Team Queso here. The wall breakers successfully get the queen in. That Grand Warden on defense at level 40 did a huge amount of damage to the queen there. Managed to save onto the ability, which was huge. And we have a bunch of Valkyries coming out of the clan castle. Again, like I mentioned in that first match, you've got to try and vary your clan castle troops. You don't want all of the same things because it might be then too predictable for your opponents. There is that jump spell, actually opens up numerous wall compartments here so that the queen can get to a number of different compartments. I thought he might have tried to drive it straight into the center. Instead, she might get caught over here, but with the enemy queen, she is going to take that out. With the sweepers, just means she might not get over towards the eagle, but goes down anyway. Wouldn't have even got that either way. The Lalo coming in, all of the balloons very quickly deployed because we need this top area down to drive a set of balloons onto the eagle. Only one of them splits to it, so unfortunately they are going to go around it for the most part, using the Grand Warden's ability to get through the eagle artillery but also through the wizard tower and the multi. Finally we get a couple of loons that split across to that, and this is looking promising. Coming down to the end of it, Team Queso fighting straight back here. They are not going to let Tribe Gaming have a little sniff of victory. They are going to fight until the bitter end, and look at how many balloons are left over here with a minute left for cleanup. Minions and lava pumps around the base. You've got to give credit for that attack. Amazingly done. And like I said, guys, these are the best of the best. The 2 professional teams in Clash of Clans that were first snapped up. And there you have it, the 2 first teams into the World Championship Finals. You expected nothing else other than 3 stars against max out bases. Level 40 Warden definitely helping out there. We have Sebex of Tribe Gaming straight back in here using the P.E.K.K.A. Smash technique. The first one that we have seen, interestingly, from these 2 matchups. We did see the first match, not a single P.E.K.K.A. Smash style attack. This is the first one we've seen. Gets very unfortunate there. Sets off the black bomb, but it goes all of the way across to the healers, and I'm telling you now, Sebex will not be very happy about that one. Able to set up the funnel down at the bottom with that P.E.K.K.A. Does manage to get it to direct into the base, or I thought it was going to. Probably not the end of the world, because if we take out these buildings, we continue to drive the bowlers forward, and the bowlers are what really do a lot of damage initially. The jump spell is used to provide access to that town hall, but also to the eagle artillery there as well. But without any other jump spells, they might end up stalling out towards the top here. We have multiple air defense where the healers might, or we need to hope that they are standing back. The bowlers now come forward. They do get good bounce value if we can get that rage spell onto them in the middle. There it goes. As they come down, we can bounce through the wizard tower. The P.E.K.K.A.s continue to charge forward, and with 3 or 4 P.E.K.K.A.s, they are able to get through the walls. Look, incredibly quickly. We need to keep an eye on them freeze, because like I said, if any of the healers start taking damage here, we need to try and freeze the air defense, the multi-inferno, whatever hits them healers, because if the healers go down, this attack is going to stall. The P.E.K.K.A.s are incredibly strong, but you've got to keep them healed, otherwise they will go down quick. The king does fall victim to the defenses. The P.E.K.K.A.s split a little bit here, and the healers choose one one P.E.K.K.A over two of them. Is that two P.E.K.K.As? No, it was only one, but the split was not helpful. You need to try and get that healing on multiple of them. We're going to get a high percent either way here as they come around, but with 1 minute left, just trying to wait until the air defense go down. Anyhow, that he can place them balloons in to help is going to be massive. The healer finally falls to that air defense. I might have considered using the freeze, but is he going to use the freeze to then get them balloons in? It's looking good. We still have the Queen's ability. There's only really the multi-inferno. We managed to save a bit of damage onto the P.E.K.K.As, onto the Queen, managed to help save that ability with 30 seconds. The loons come in, pressing that ability to try and get the air defense down as fast as possible, and it looks like Sebex of Tribe Gaming not messing around here. That is 3 Town Hall 12 triples back to back. The P.E.K.K.A smash, getting it done and putting Tribe Gaming back in the lead here. Wow, what an incredible second matchup. Team Queso, can they do it against Itsu this time? A different looking base than any of the ones we've seen in this matchup. Definitely troops that are conditioned for this base. He has selected each and every troop, almost a Noah's Ark army here. I'm kidding, I'm over exaggerating, but I love when troops are specifically designed for specific parts of the attack. And as you can see, setting that loon in, gets that the air bomb, the red one out, and the Queen able to come in to take the king. Gets that wizard just to help out here. Managed to save onto a rage spell and the ability if we can get through that Queen, because there's not a lot of other damage in the area. Look, allows the Queen to get healed back up, so the wizard helped to save a rage or the ability. Definitely a good use of 4 troop space. Again, just slowly putting the loons in. Look at the deployment and the delayed amount that he deploys them. Just waiting until he can target a specific defense. Now sends 2 wall breakers in to test. The giant bomb goes off, and when all of the beams are distracted, snuck the wall breakers in. Was going to try and save that freeze spell, but used it just to be safe. The air sweeper does us a favor and pushes the healers away from the multi-inferno beams for just that little bit, because the Queen is okay at this point. We'd far rather protect the healers that little bit more than just keep the Queen at full health for no reason. The sweeper finally goes down. That is going to be helpful because now we have 3 expos onto the Queen. A jump spell is used, but we are at 1 minute and 30, so we are going to see the wall wrecker coming in towards the town hall and the hog riders coming in any moment now. A time fail is not what Team Queso need. Wants to try and get that eagle artillery down first though. Manages to set the tornado trap off in order to try and protect the hog riders. The Giga Tesla does a lot of damage onto them. Grand Warden's ability used very nicely through the Giga Tesla, through the artillery fire, and through the giant bomb. They continue to move around, and we have perfect pathing here. What an epic Queen charge this was. That's why you will see a lot of Lava Hounds in the CC, because of the Queen charges. That level 65 Queen is definitely something you want to take advantage of, and the Warden, whilst you can use it with the Queen, that extra second of the Eternal Tome is incredible in order to try and help protect your main pack. And Team Queso are not having any of this from Tribe. Tribe really trying for this second victory, but Team Queso getting the 3 stars again. That is 4 triples on the bounce. This really is the best of the best, guys. 3 matches. Team Tribe, Team Queso, Tribe Gaming. Who is going to win? Have you ever seen a matchup quite like this? We're going to see Tribe Gaming coming straight back in to see if they can get, yet again, another 3-star. Eve Maxi, it is to try and get that 3rd triple for Tribe Gaming. Oof. This is intense, and this is just me watching. Imagine these guys in Madrid on the live stage attacking. They are doing just what you normally see with the World Championship qualifiers. Imagine how intense this is, but I'm loving it, guys. Eve Maxi, we've seen him 3-star at the World Finals. What is it going to be here? Tribe really need need another triple. They might have thought that 2 triples would have been enough, but Team Queso coming right back into it there. The Queen very nicely able to follow this wall wrecker down. We have goblins and a dragon in the CC alongside that witch. The poison spell used to make sure we get the witch. That's why it was deployed that little bit further back. And quickly them clan castle troops go down. I like the 2 ice golems here. Slowing down the eagle artillery. You do not want them hitting your queen or healers, and the minion comes in for the air skellies. Very nice recognition there. Could have easily missed that, and even gets a red air trap set off. So hey, that is awesome. Obviously that one right next to the wizard tower, and that's probably the greatest minion I've ever seen in the game. Queen able to take down that town hall. Jump spell used in order to push her that a little bit further. If we take down the enemy queen here, then we are looking good. The earthquake was there to activate the town hall had he needed the lava loon to come in, and the queen charge had potentially gone down. So uses it on some high HP structures to help the queen through, and it proves very helpful as she is able to take down a multi. If we get this expo down quick enough, which we do, it might help the queen to survive. I thought it was going to, but she does indeed go down. However, Eve Maxi looking good here, still has a haste spell. Look at the invincibility of that Grand Warden. We really need to get through this wizard tower pretty quick because we need a haste for that final wizard tower. We still have plenty of time here. Decides to use it in this tough area where we have the archer tower, air defense, and still get that rush from the loons. And wow, it proves to give him a fantastic split as he managed to push one set of loons forward to take out the defense, and then it sent another one up to the Tesla. 5 Town Hall 12 triples in a row. Tribe Gaming at their best here. I told you in that first matchup that they were not going to be quitting here. They were going to be coming out, and it needs another response from Team Queso. It looks like the lava loon is their method of choice as well as they come in from the bottom. Couple of hog riders take out that Tesla, manage to take out a giant bomb as well, but really what they're doing here is creating that funnel for the queen to come straight into the bottom. Just Sui heroes on this one by the looks of it. Gets the multi-inferno, going to get the wizard tower here as well, and 2 air defense with the queen, so that is pretty good value. Not to mention the king getting the archer tower. Looks like the queen caught in the tornado trap might struggle to get the air defense to the left, but is that really going to be much of an issue in terms of pathing? It doesn't look like it, but it all depends on what the plan was. It certainly isn't an issue. The king did a nice job at the bottom there, and in comes this Lala. We've seen this from Team Queso, really getting that momentum, already deploying up at the north, no longer waiting for hounds to move around. You just need that momentum to then take out the defenses and drive some loons into the center. Exactly what needs to happen here. Grand Warden's ability is used early because the balloons were splitting. Some were going to the town hall and others to the center, and he knew that he needed that central compartment down, so the Grand Warden's ability not primarily used over the town hall there, but to get the central area down. Team Queso with the response. It is another triple. This is insane, guys. Be sure to leave these guys a like on the video. And there we have the 6th Town Hall 12 v12 triple. This is the best Clash of Clans that I have seen in a long time. I love these 5v5 formats, just quick fire attacks, and Team Queso and Tribe Gaming are really the best of the best, and you are seeing that here. Plenty of loons to clean up. Again, these guys live on stage doing this, really putting Tribe on the back foot. Again, Tribe have got Town Hall 12 triple after triple after triple, but they need to do it again, and we're going to see that attack any second now. Let's hope for Tribe and for the episode that they can get it done. Itsu of Tribe Gaming coming in last for his team again. He did very well in that first match, didn't quite get the 3 stars, but let's see if he can get it done this time. A couple of loons are nicely used to help create that funnel. Wizard Tower isn't really going to do anything to the queen, so he can allow the queen to just take that little bit of damage. 1 loon to test could easily be a black bomb down here, knowing that there's potentially going to be a queen charge on the base, but manages to set off 2 red air bombs. So that was a very nice coconut loon. And look at these little troops coming in. Couple of wizards, archers, quickly taking out that area, helping with time and percent, but more importantly that funnel to drive the queen into the base itself. The jump spell easily going to force the queen in over here, snipes that wizard tower to start off, able to take the king very easily because the rage spell is already there. Pulls the CC here, which I'm not sure he wanted to do at this point. Does get the multi. That was huge, guys, because of the damage they would do on the queen. A rage spell is going to be needed, and you may see a minion or a wizard coming in to help out. So there is a wizard, has to commit that, even though he wanted to use them probably with the king, has to use a wizard to protect the healers. If the queen doesn't get the value that she needs to, then it could be game over. Driving straight in towards the queen. Itsu has that general rule, 1 minute 30, and you've got to start their miners, and it was bang on 1 minute 30 as the slammer comes into this side, takes out the wizard tower, needs to get it quickly because he wants the miners to be forced up towards the eagle artillery, not out towards this archer tower. Come on and get that down. Didn't, yes, just about got it, and that is now going to just naturally funnel the miners up through the middle. I love this attack. The healers swap to the miners, not ideal because we could use the heal spell on the miners, whereas the queen, ideally we want this top area down. Grand Warden's ability is used as it encompasses the miners and the queen, allows that queen boosted back up to full health. And Itsu, this is looking incredible. Still has a heal spell, has a loon in order to snipe off one of these archer towers on the back end, as well as a wizard for cleanup. With 40 seconds remaining, it is going to be the 4th triple for Tribe Gaming. Are they building the suspense here? Look at that pro move. Uses the heal on the loon to get the archer tower in order to allow the wizard to help with cleanup down the bottom section. In terms of time, that was the most efficient way of doing it. Knew he didn't need the heal on the miners, and Itsu gets it done. The 3 stars, that is 4 triples for Tribe Gaming, with 78% on the other one, 98%, whereas Team Queso have the better percent. If they triple, they win outright. Remember, Team Queso are ahead 1-0 in this best of 3. Let's see if they can get it done. So here they go, pretty much straight in there. I'd literally cut off the recording and they were starting, but Sebex has to get the defense here. It doesn't matter about percentage. As long as Team Queso do not get the 3 stars, Tribe are going to take this one and make it 1-1 in the series. But if they 3-star, they have that better percentage and they will move forward to be winning 2-0 and winning this matchup. It all comes down to this match. What an incredible war this has been either way, but let's see what happens. Wallwrecker pops right on top of that multi-inferno. Very much a shame that the baby dragon went down very quickly there, but able to quickly snipe the multi-inferno, gets good value from that ice golem. The second one moves forward in order to then freeze. Expo, cannon, all of the troops in the CC as well, using just a couple of hog riders to help snipe off them defenses on the side, whilst the king was tanking, proved very valuable indeed. Not just to take down the defenses, helps the king move down that side a little bit easier, but helps reduce the fire on the queen. She's going to have 2 expos on her here with that level 40 Grand Warden. Look at the damage, that very quick damage it does to the queen. It can easily make you underestimate how much health your queen has as she charges through. No ability left. The Grand Warden Oh my word, a combination of the Grand Warden and the Eagle Artillery takes out the Queen, and that is most certainly now going to result in Tribe Gaming getting the victory, leading us to the most epic third matchup. And let's just see, let's not speak too soon, but with the Eagle still alive, firing on them hogs, with the Queen alive, firing on them hogs, it is most certainly going to be a defense and the victory for Tribe Gaming, setting up the most epic final matchup here. We seen Team Queso come out and get 4 triples in that first matchup. What a response from Tribe Gaming as they go ahead and get 4 themselves in this one and go ahead to get the victory 14-13. I will link the first matchup down in the description, and if you are here, the third matchup is on your screen right now once it is uploaded. Go and click that to see who wins this epic matchup. But that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.